All right, nostalgia's everything. We're gonna talk about Lagoon's historic rides here. Join us today on the XP Project. All right, everybody, so today we're going to be talking about and riding the oldest rides that are out at Lagoon. This park's been around forever, and there are some very historic rides, and the oldest ride at the park is what we're looking at right behind me here. It is the carousel. We're going to go on that. This is the oldest ride at the park, always has been, and it's just a classic, and it still runs great and it sounds great, but it's got that old-timey like carousel sound always playing at all times, so it's just a great one. So let's go over and go on that right now. All right, so in fashion of this being a nostalgic moment, I've got my sister here with me today. I've known her for 38 years, I think, as of right now, and hopefully it'll be another 38. All right, here we go. Look at this guy. It's like the classic sounds in here are just so good. It's like the da 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 da. It's just so great. It's like, I actually haven't ridden this ride forever, but it's just perfect. It's such a great nostalgic ride. And like I said, first ride that was ever built at this park. We're in full swing now. So it's like, I actually forgot about this, but it's actually like giving facts about the ride, like while it's going. And I completely forgot about that, so that's a really cool thing. So if you like history stuff, just come on this for sure. All right, so white roller coaster, classic, there's no denying it. This is just a typical wooden roller coaster, so we're gonna go get on that one right now. Nothing like a Saturday morning going around that bend. So this one's definitely got the, you can definitely feel the wear on this one. And this coaster actually used to be painted white. That's why they call it the white roller coaster. But yeah, this thing is old, very old, over 100 years old, and it's still a classic. And the nice thing about this one is you can see it from the freeway, so it's really like a staple for this park. It's just so great. Oh my gosh! Classic and more classic. It's just so great. All right, so bear with me on this one, and I'm gonna need some of your guys' helps in the comments with this. When I was very, very young, and I'm talking like this probably would have been like 4 or 5 years old, there was a fun house carnival I mean, funhouse is really the best way to say it. I have seen pictures of this recently, black and white photos as well, but I remember going into this and there was like big metal slides that you'd get in like potato sacks and slide down. There was like a spinning room. There was like a room where the floor was all like up and down. So that was located in the building that's connected to the terror ride. So like where like the milk jug, the cow milk jug game is, and the Central Park station. So I've got some footage of that there. The building that had the slides on it is actually still there, but bear with me, and like I said, put some comments in if you remember that. It's only going to be the older crowd that's going to remember that, but we're talking about old rides and nostalgic stuff today, so I just wanted to see if anyone remembered that. Just another quick honorable mention would definitely be the Sky Ride, because that thing has been around here forever. All right, so the other thing I am going to need your guys' help with as well. I know I talked to a guy at work, and he was talking about, he's an older guy. He was talking about how like back where Laguna Beach was, it was basically just like a big pool. So that would have been before my time. I'm getting old, but I'm not that old. And so if anyone remembers that huge pool, I guess it was just a huge wading pool back where Laguna Beach is now. So if you remember that, or if any of you guys have like any pictures or anything of all this, feel free to post those in, because I'd love to see the history. Another honorable mention would be the Tilt-A-Whirl. This one was definitely in that like 60s era, so that's one that's definitely going to be on the list as an honorable mention as well. All right, so this one's at our number 3 spot. This one's actually a lot older than I thought it was. They've like painted it a few times, but we're gonna go on Flying Aces. All right, we're in the orange and green, the Gloucester Gladiator. So I didn't really realize how old this ride was. This was built in the 40s, but they've just painted it so many times, and it's so nicely maintained that, I mean, it's never down, and it's just super nicely maintained. So I was super surprised that this was on the list, but it's number 3 on the list. Faster than I thought it did. Woo. And then move it in. Whoa, there we go. There we go. Woo. This brings me back to my childhood. All right, everybody, that's gonna wrap it up for our oldest rides at Lagoon, Nostalgia Day out here. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you so much for being with us. It really means a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. I'm gonna get on the bumper cars here, as you can see, and have a good time. Thanks for joining us on the XP Project.